Yo,
Are you Paul?
Yeah, hey, how's it
Paul,
going, man?
how's it going?
Hey, pleasure to meet you.
What is this?
Yeah, I know. It's a
Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick.
it's a bit
Could this be more amazing?
weird and random, but hey.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw. So I'm interested if we should go down one of the other routes. I'm thinking we could do this one. This is Mad Dog Inferno.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mad Dog Inferno.
Yeah. So this one.
So I had pointed out that I had a bottle of Mad Dog that's it's been in my fridge for over 2 years now. Because I eat it, and what I do is I bring it to my meetings.
Oh.
And a couple of dabs of that gets everybody talking and coughing and having. It's great when we have these lunch meetings. Yeah.
I don't know if we did record the part where I was saying about the hot sauce competition that sent someone to the hospital.
Right.
This was on a list of these ones. And this one, I think, is one of the best tasting hot sauces out there.
Okay.
Initially.
Yeah. You got me. You got me. You got me. I was like, okay. And you're like, initially.
So,
boom.
Do you have your wing?
Yeah, no, here we go. Yeah.
There you go. I'll let you.
You're going to let me dab it?
Well, I'll give you your dab.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Be gentle.
I'll be gentle.
Mama.
But this one, oh, you'll be fine.
Nice, I'll be
You'll
fine.
Be fine.
Nice. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I love it.
So
No, it smells great.
I know, and it has this like barbecue.
You're such a Canadian. Barbecue.
Cute.
Get in the car, Barb.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where everything basically starts falling apart.
Yeah.
Right? Like right now, it's
It
probably
will.
sounding like a mess, but okay, off we go to the
All
races.
right.
Okay, so I want to describe. You're holding the chicken wing up.
Yeah.
It's the sauce is a super dark, rich brown,
Yeah.
creamy caramel. Very
Yep.
nice. And then as we're doing this, I'm going to look at this photograph.
Okay.
It's basically, I think it's the fourth photograph. Did we breeze to the
This
other?
is the fourth photograph. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
amazing.
Gone through all
So,
four.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man.
That tastes really good. It basically tastes like HP sauce.
Yep. Yeah. Good call. Never thought of that.
HP sauce with kick. There we go. There's the Mad Dog. Oh, that's a slow. Nice.
All right.
I am eating the whole chicken wing at the moment.
So.
Well, as Bonham said, that's really nice. That's really, really nice.
Really nice.
That's really nice. That's nice. Very nice. All right.
I love how you say nice, nice, nice. And this one takes about a minute to kick.
Yeah, because it kicks in, and then you're like, you're right. It is. You're right.
Yeah.
This
This is my first introduction to like a slow burn.
Yep, this is definitely a slow burn.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the photo, it's in a bar that looks like a bar in, is it the Wench? No.
That is a wench. Yeah, that's a wench, which is now gone at the moment.
Gone.
It's got it. It didn't last through COVID, so
Oh, okay, closed.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Going in for more drink.
Yeah, it's cooking.
Yeah. So this was the very first place I ever played in Hong Kong, and I think with a lot of people, and it was like
Who's this?
That's Pierre Million.
Million.
Yeah, that's
1 million Pierres.
Yeah, that's my French friend who is now back in France. I miss that guy. That's a band I play in called Ballychunder, which still plays in town.
Jenny talked about Body
Yes,
Thunder.
yeah. So I drum in that. She plays the fiddle. But yeah, Pierre used to be the guitarist, and he was like the founding member. And then there was a bass player called Marcus Steffen, who now lives over in Germany. I'm pretty sure it's Germany, and he works in Poland.
Okay.
But he's German. But yeah, both of those guys have left the band. We continued with another couple of different players, but we haven't actually played in a long time. We're supposed to get together for a jam soon.
Oh, nice.
Because we got a gig coming up in September.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is kind of. I mean, my hand makes a cameo appearance.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so the photograph, let's describe it.
Yeah.
Okay, so behind. Okay, my mouth is on fire. So the out of focus background is a bar with framed images and T-shirts and stuff, like a music place, a music bar, I guess.
Yep.
The singer, who's in mid-song, is looking over at the photographer. He's looking basically right. He's looking straight at you, and he's looking mid-ground. And in the out-of-focus foreground, unless you pointed it out, I wouldn't have noticed. But is basically, were you making the photo?
No, I have no idea who took this photo, to be honest.
So it's basically of your hand. Now we know it's your hand. There's a drum kit you can just see. And so it's a really dramatic, in-the-moment shot of a band playing. Do you remember the song?
Oh, gosh, no. I mean, I rarely know the names of songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just a drummer.
I'm just a drummer. And you can actually see Jenny in that picture, too. She's on the far right-hand side. You can kind of see her bow.
Hair.
Yeah, you can see the bow above her head there.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, that band was a force to be reckoned with. Back in the day, we got one tour, and we played one show down in Cambodia, which was awesome. Oh, it was great.
Okay, so explain to me how you guys got to Cambodia to do a show.
I think
Who paid?
For this particular show. It's a funny story. We actually did pay to go down and play ourselves because like these two guys were leaving the band and we're like, well, we never really. Oh no, we played Shenzhen one time, which was an experience in itself. But to go down to Cambodia, we had to pay for our flights, and then they paid down there. They paid for the accommodations, and then they gave us food and booze.
The way you said accommodation made it sound like it wasn't really.
Well, it was
okay.
It was okay. I mean, I slept on like what was like a hospital bed, like in a kind of just a pullout, and I shared a room with Marcus, which is fine. But I do remember we got paid $100 American, which the promoter or organizer or whatever gave me at the end of the night.
Okay.
And which I gave to Marcus because Marcus was going to the States. I was like, well, dude, you might as well take this because none of us can use this in Hong Kong. And he sends me a picture from the States while he's down in the States going, hey, man, that $100 you gave me was a fake dollar bill. Which I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, check it out. It looks like Monopoly money. Because when I was past it was folded up.
You probably weren't looking.
And I was just like, yeah, thanks, man. Wicked. And then I gave it to Marcus. And then Marcus, when he went to pay for something down the States, they were like, sir, this is fake money.
But I got it in Cambodia.
Exactly, right?
Show.
Your Honor.
Please name a song title. No, you don't know. You don't do song titles. Okay. The set that you did, how long was it?
Down in Cambodia, it was probably about an hour. Oh, wow. I think.
How large was the audience?
I have no idea. Probably that place was only about 50 people. It was a small pub that we played in.
Okay.
But it was a rowdy bunch of people. It was supposed to be, we were supposed to play 2 or 3 shows. And then the second place we were supposed to play, we were waiting to play, and then the power went out.
Okay.
Which was kind of like, okay, what's going on here? And I think a third show, there was another thing that just, it didn't happen. So, yeah, there was a bunch of like, okay, this is what it's like in Cambodia, maybe.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of falling apart. Everything's like, what the hell is going on?
But you could say you played in Cambodia and
talk
about it years later.
And it was great. And there was a delicious beef salad that we had there.
For sure. Well, the food in Cambodia is amazing.
Oh, man. Yeah, totally.
Oh, the food is amazing. Because I said food is amazing, let's have another chicken wing.
Yes, okay. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to step it up. Okay. So that Inferno is not too bad.
So Inferno is okay. Yeah, it's quite delish. Yeah. And it is, you're right, very slow to kick you in the face.
Okay, this next one is, you can get this at City Super.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think it's Costa Rica.
Hey, no free pub for City Shitty Super.
I know.
They don't sponsor me, bitches.
Those bastards. Yeah, but they do have delicious hot sauce.
They do.
So
next to the Japanese matcha.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. That's great.
This is Dave's ghost pepper.
Okay.
Which, I mean, ghost pepper is in itself delicious. Okay.
That's what my teacher said. Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, you put a very, I wouldn't say, you didn't overdo it.
Yeah.
But it's certainly enough to cause a bit of havoc.
Yeah. It's nice.
And I'd like to apologize to the listener for listening to us.
Sniffle. And
Sniffle away.
Snot all over your microphones.
Yeah, it's all good,
yeah.
man. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Paul the Insane Man.
This
Woo!
is great, man.
Okay, cheers.
All right, cheers.
Shooting it raw.
Here we go.
This is nice. It's very nice. It's like a habanero.
Yeah.
Very bright.
Yep.
Is this one of those slow ones that's going to hurt me? Because right now it's okay. It's nice.
Well, like any ghost, it'll come back to haunt you.
Oh, ooh, I love it.
But yeah, it's a little slow burner as well.
So, you're touring. Let's give it a number.
Okay.
In your life,
Mm-hmm.
how many times have you toured?
Oh, I have no idea.
Give it a number. 100?
Like places I played?
No, tours.
Oh, tours. Oh, definitely not 100. I'm gonna say a dozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
each one of them would have like multiple shows on each one, but yeah, and I only started when I was over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one was with I was in a 2-piece stoner rock band called DP.
Okay.
That was the one that played South by Southwest. And
Right.
Played over in Vietnam, Australia,
Wow.
and England, and all that kind of stuff. And that was really easy because it was just touring with one other guy. So, yeah. I mean, sometimes we had to share a room, and he didn't really like it because apparently I snore,
Okay.
which I've never heard.
Yeah. Me either. I haven't heard you snore. It's bullshit. Okay. My tongue is up higher.
You got a tongue.
There we go.
Yeah, after I stopped teaching, I was home in Canada, and I got contacted by a guy named Jewel who played in Dr. Eggs, or he is Dr. Eggs, and he asked me if, he was like, I got some shows coming up in Japan, and Taiwan, and France. Would you be interested in playing on
Wow.
the tour? So I was like, one of the main things after I stopped teaching, I was going to go like 100% into music and play as much as possible, and this was one of the, things I was looking to do. And I was like, sure. But he was like, well, I play to a lot of samples, which means like it's already pre-recorded, so
yeah.
you're going to have to play to a click. And I was like drumming for a long time at that point, and I was like, easy.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
Not. Oh my God. I gotta give him props because if it wasn't for him, I would never know how to play to a click. It's a skill in itself. And that's one thing when I'm like recording here, one of the first things I'll ask the drummer is like, do you want to record to a click? Because one, that makes editing a lot easier. And two, everything kind of keeps to the tempo. It doesn't speed up, doesn't slow down. And you get some guys that are like, automatically, play to a click.
Yeah.
And they can play to a click. And then you get the ones going, I could probably play to a click. And right there, I'm kind of like,
Right.
it's probably going to really delay us.
I'm gonna need
I'm
some water.
going to get you more water. You know what I'm saying?
It is really tasty. My mouth's on fire. This tongue is on fire.
It's yours. All of it. Yeah, so anyways, I was saying, I went on tour with Jewel for a while, and that was just fantastic because it was my first experience in playing with a click and having to kind of really hone in on my tempo skills. And then, there's a band from New York called French Horn Rebellion. We're kind of like a DJ duo that wanted some live drums. So, we went over to Korea and Taiwan and just a Hong Kong show. And then the Bolins.
Okay, rapid fire question, quick.
Yep.
Craziest thing ever happened on tour? What's the craziest thing?
In Morioka, up in Japan, up in Sendai province, we got stopped by the cops for being a little bit too rowdy, let's say, after a gig. And it was my first time that I realized, like, in Japan, streets are really quiet.
Okay.
Like at nighttime.
Right.
And so we had finished this gig.
And you're super amped up, and you're like, woo!
Yeah. There was a fair amount of soju and all that,
Okay.
or sake and everything involved as well. But we were after the gig, hooting and holler and everything like that. And basically,
I can see a tear down your face.
I
You're holding up really well. You know,
don't want to touch my face.
on the audio. I'm sure you don't sound like you're melting down. But I can see tears, man.
I'm the one talking. You're just chugging cold
I'm just
water.
I'm just watching. Yeah, you do the work.
But yeah, I don't know if it's the craziest thing that's happened on tour, but yeah, basically we got we left after screaming and hollering and everything like that, and we went down into a grocery store. And while we were in the grocery store looking for food after the gig, the promoter came over and he goes, "You guys stay in here. The cops are outside. They're looking for us."
Oh,
And I was like, "Oh, jeez,
What?
here we go." So we were in this grocery store for about 30 minutes. Like, we'd see the cops walk in, and we're like, "Shit, go down this alley. Go down there. We can't go to jail. We can't go to jail."
That's
and
too
then,
funny.
yeah, basically, they just waited at the exit, and one by one, we all went out, and they searched the whole car. They searched all of us. They, took all our IDs and everything like that. And we're like, "Oh, we're going to jail."
did you go to jail?
We didn't.
No, okay.
No, but it was like, okay, this could have ended up really bad.
yeah,
And
yeah.
one of the craziest things about that tour is that we got back here afterwards. We arrived on Wednesday here, and on the Friday is when they had the Fukushima
Right.
tsunami
Oh, wow.
and earthquake. But craziest thing was, if our tour schedule was 1 week later, on the Friday we actually would have been up in Sendai, in
Oh, wow.
Morioka, and that it was gone,
Amazing.
and
Wow,
we just
crazy.
missed it by a week.
Wow.
And it was just really like, wow, like that's some crazy universal shit there,
Yeah.
looking out for us, and just.
Well, you know what? I'm going to stick that in your eye because, no, we're going to have another chicken.
Okay. Yep. Are we
Nice.
going Mad Dog now?
Well, look, we've done them.
That's the last
I
one?
guess so.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, the thing is, I know Mad Dog, so in
Yeah.
a way, I know
You
it's
gotta know
I
it's-
know it's going to hurt,
yeah,
but no surprises. That's the thing.
that's fine.
But you know what? It's evil. It's bad. It's also
It's
badass.
crazy, man. Like,
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that competition I had here.
Okay.
Yeah, very quickly. I had a competition where I threw it at the bands going, basically, if you can get through 5 levels of hot sauce, I'll record your band for free. And what they had to do is, like, I had the camera crew here to do, like, a before and after. So they had to do a 5-song set,
Yeah.
and then they had to do the same 5-song set.
Okay.
But before the second time, they had to do tortilla chip with hot sauce on it.
Okay.
And I wasn't being as gentle as
Yeah.
I am here. And basically, it started off with one called Ass Blasters, which is this habanero one, which just like slaps you in the face right away. And then it went on and on and on. Like, the last one was Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I had the bomb in there. That was
Oh, wow.
beforehand.
Ugh.
This one here,
Yeah,
the
nice.
Inferno. And then I had, like, the first band come in. They did their 5 songs. And then they did the 5 hot sauce
yeah.
ones. And I was like, didn't seem like it phased them at all. Like,
Okay.
they were, like, struggling
Yeah,
a bit and everything like that.
But they're-
if one of your band members dropped out,
Yeah.
my deal was null and void.
Yeah.
But these guys went bang, bang, done. And I was like, oh, shit, I got 12 bands signed up for this thing. I'm going to have to do 12 free recordings. And so the second band gets up. Well, the first band was Ball of Snakes.
Okay.
They were, like, an amazing band.
I love these names.
Oh, yeah. Second band was Tango and Snatch. So Tango and Snatch get up, and they, they do their 5 songs. And about the second level of hot sauce, a girl that was here,
Okay.
she came into the room and she was like, "Hey, Paul, there's a bit of an emergency outside." And I was thinking, okay, it must be the cops because it's loud, it's raucous
Right.
here, it's smelling of everything. And I was like, okay, I go outside. And there's no cops. What's the emergency? She's on the phone and she's like points over, and I just look over, and the drummer from Ball of Snakes,
Okay.
Rocky, is screaming in pain. He's
Oh,
like
no.
wailing, he's crying, he's like in a puddle of puke.
Oh,
and
shit.
just like barfed everywhere, and he can't stop throwing up.
Wow.
And he's just like violently like gagging and everything like that. And I'm like, oh my God, I think I might have killed someone. So I'm there. At one point, I'm like waving him down with a piece of plywood. He's like, just can't. He's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
The girl is on the phone with the paramedics.
Wow.
He's like screaming he needs to go to the hospital. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't really think this was going to happen.
yeah.
And what ended up, he is one of the guys I knew before I had this idea of a hot sauce competition that introduced me to the place to pick up the hot sauce because
Okay.
he was a hot sauce
Right.
aficionado, and I was like, wow, I thought you could take your hot sauce, and he's like, well, I had a stomach bug, blah 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 blah, and I then learned that. Kind of to get rid of hot sauce, there's a couple of ways, or to get rid of spice in your mouth, there's a couple of ways. Like some people say milk,
Yeah.
dairy, anything like that. And he heard that dairy was
Oh,
one,
no,
so he
yeah.
ate like a half a tub of ice cream.
Oh no.
The other thing that he heard was straight alcohol, so he drank like a half a bottle of whiskey.
So there we go. There we go.
And the funniest part was when he had to call his now wife at the time, who already told him before he came to the competition, do not
Not
go.
call me.
Don't, no, yeah. Don't go. You're not allowed to go. Like, don't go. You're already sick. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to hate
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
And it was like, hey, I'm going to the hospital. And then it was just like, rah, a lot of yelling from the other end. And I could just see him going like, I know you said so. I know. And then, I mean, luckily, well, not luckily, but fortunately, it did take the paramedics about 30 minutes to get here.
Okay.
They come from Montauk or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
which is weird because like Queen
It's just,
Mary
yeah,
is
it's just
like
there.
around the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
And by the time they arrived, he was fine.
Right.
He just needed to get everything out of his system.
Sure.
And he still was like, well, there's an ambulance here. I might as well go to
Sure,
the hospital just
yeah.
in case. And so when the paramedics asked, well, what caused this? They brought down the 357.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said this. And all the paramedics just lost it. They laughed their ass off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, that's you, John. Yeah. Just loving it. And I don't have the photo. I wish I did. And I want to use it as a promo because I never, ever did another
Right.
hot sauce competition.
Right,
Like that. I
right,
just
right.
stopped it.
Sure.
It's him in the back of the ambulance.
Okay.
Going.
Awesome.
And just like with his thumbs up. And I know it exists because someone told me about it.
That's
And,
great.
it would just be fantastic.
That'd be
but
great.
yeah, I didn't do it after that because I really thought I broke someone.
Right. Well, since you said laughed our asses off,
Yes.
let's
do it.
have our asses handed to us.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mad Dog.
Cheers.
357. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There you
Boom.
go. Okay,
There we
good.
go.
Why is your hand shaking?
Yeah.
It's a really tasty.
Hit the back of my throat right away.
Oh, it sucks though. It sucks, but it's not like it's not like the bomb. But it's just so strong. It's really strong. This may be the best episode. I say that each time, but I love this. God damn it, Mama.
All right. For those listening, though, don't go the milk route. Don't take dairy. Don't go straight alcohol. The best thing, ice. Put a chunk of ice in your mouth.
Really?
Yeah. When that melts, put another one in. I mean, ice just numbs it.
Okay.
And you just suck on ice until the spice is gone. This stuff, I find it lasts for about 10, 15 minutes.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, you know it. But I've had so many bands come in and they're like, yeah, we love hot sauce. Let's do it. And some that,
Little do they know.
oh my God, one guy in particular, guy in Ballychunder, new guy, Paul,
Yeah.
another Paul. He he doesn't do spice at all. He's from England, and we were all here, me and Murray and all the other guys, just like necking on hot sauce, loving it and everything like that. And then Paul just took a chicken wing, and of all, there's probably about a dozen sauces there. He just pours like a generous amount. And I saw Jenny like look over and go like, "Oh my
Uh-oh.
God!"
Not good.
He just ate it, and as you know, with this, it takes about a minute to kick in. And I was like, "Oh, which one did you go for?" And he lifted up one bottle. I forget what it was, and I was like, "Oh, that'll be fine." And he was like, "Oh, wait, no, it wasn't that. It was this one." And he held up 357. I was like, "You don't do spice at all?" He was like, "No." I was like, "One sec, I'll get you a beer." And like,
You're gonna enter a world of pain.
he had.
I'm in a world of pain right now.
He had a religious experience, I swear. He was just like, my God, what is going on with my face? So, yeah. But yeah, to 357.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, I had a New Year's party here 2 years ago.
People are gonna notice I'm not talking because I'm fucked.
I'm just trying to kill the dead air here. But Yeah, my birthday's on December 31st, so I usually have a New Year's party and get like lots of musicians and all that kind of stuff to come over to the studio. I have bash, and the last one was 2 years ago when we were still allowed to get in groups and all that kind of stuff. And I think it was probably about 4 o'clock in the morning when there was about 8 people left, and I was like, all right. I'm getting tired. I got to get home. You know, I'd like to be home by 5
end
or
this
6.
party with some hot sauce.
Yeah. Well, the hot sauce was going the whole party. And I was like, okay, everyone that's left has to do some of this. And the only thing was, I had been doing hot sauce all night.
Right.
And I probably had this about 6 or 7 times.
Oh,
And
wow.
I did manage to squeeze a picture. It was on my Instagram of the people that were left. And everyone was kind of dying. But I had never had this feeling before. It was like there was a knife jabbed in the side of my side.
Right.
On the side of my side. I can't even speak. We're going to do a selfie.
I'm fucked. Okay.
But, yeah, I basically, I didn't know what to do. I felt like I had like a sword in my side. I actually had to go up onto the rooftop and like take my shirt off and like lie on the cold concrete for like half hour. It was just like everything just kicked in, and
Right.
but yeah, there's loads of bands that come in and they're like, yeah, I can do hot sauce, and then they regret it.
Right, for sure.
But it's always a great experience.
No, for sure. It's
because after you come down, it's
yeah,
it's
well,
like a crazy
it's a whole
drug or something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
all the endorphins for sure.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
How you doing over there?
Hurting unit.
Ah.
I'm hurt. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Really?
I'm used to this stuff. I do this on a regular basis.
I mean, I'll eat the stuff,
Yeah.
but I won't dab it. And that was for me, that was a pretty generous dab.
Oh, yeah?
For
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Shooting it raw. Shooting it raw. Paul, thank you. Thank you,
That
Paul.
was great.
Woo!
Cheers.
So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.